It's time for the reveal of Tekno's first 1/10 scale buggy. What equipment did I use? How did it go together? Let's check it out in this video. It's Rich here from the RCNetwork.com, and today it's time finally for the reveal of the Tekno EB410. Of course, that is Tekno's newest and first 1/10 scale four-wheel drive buggy. Now, the Tekno EB410 has been highly anticipated, and a lot of people are just dying to get their hands on this buggy. I was fortunate enough to get a pre-release sample from Tekno, and they also included a few option parts that we'll see in this video. Now, I have fully outfitted my EB410 with some pretty cool components, electronics, and also wheels and tires to make this thing go great on the track and perform very well. Starting with wheels and tires, I went to my friends over at Proline Racing and outfitted it with a set of their newest Positron tires. These are the MC Clay compound versions, and I also outfitted it with their new wheels. These are actually intended for the B64 on the fronts and just their standard rear buggy wheel on the rear. As for paint for the body, I chose Pactra's metallic blue. Now, this kind of goes on as a iridescent color, and when you back it with a color of your choice. I chose Outlaw Black just to give it that dark, rich, metallic blue color. Included in the Tekno kit are some plastic wing buttons. I opted to go ahead and use the Shell Racing Innovations wing buttons. These things are made from aluminum, super thin, low profile, and it adds a great look to the wing. Taking the body off, you can see really where all the magic happens on the EB410. I love the forward electronics layout of this buggy, and you can really start to see some of the electronics that I chose. Starting with the Tekno Redline Generation 3 Spec R motor. This is the 13.5 version, and I gotta say, this thing is super powerful, very fast, and great for the super stock class. The Spec R motor mates up perfectly with the Tekno RS Pro Black Edition. This thing is super small. It's about the size of an SD card, and it opts into the EB410 very nicely. Now, there's plenty of room in the EB410 for a larger ESC, but the RS Pro definitely keeps the weight down and has the overall performance I was looking for. As far as radio system, I opted for Futaba's brand new 7PX. Now, of course, it came with their super fast R334 SBS receiver. That's one of their fastest receivers on the market, and the 7PX has the nice new touchscreen display. I'll have a video out on that a little bit later. On the flip side, I chose some ProAmps items, including the ProAmps BLS 108. That is their newest 1/10 scale low profile, all aluminum digital brushless servo. This thing is a rocket at 0.05 seconds transit time and has plenty of torque at over 180 ounce-inches. I went ahead and chose ProAmp's 4260C LiPo pack. This is in shorty configuration with 4mm bullets and is one of the new no-nonsense LiPo packs. Other assembly notes that I made during the install of all the electronics and getting this thing ready for the track, I went ahead and sealed up the carbon fiber shock towers with some CA glue. Now, these, of course, are the optional towers available from Tekno that'll be available in just a short time. Next, I did have to go ahead and shave down the metal washers that held on the servo. They happened to stick out just a little bit past the actual plastic servo mount, and it ended up kind of scratching onto the body right there, just kind of peeking some color or some clearness through it. So I went ahead and shaved them down with a quick Dremel, and now they don't hit the body. I went ahead and mounted the switch to the RS Pro Black Edition to the side of the mudguard. Has a perfect place to mount it to, and just some simple double-sided tape. As for pinion choice, I chose the Robinson Racing aluminum 25 tooth pinion. It's kind of a guesstimate with the Spec R motor, as you're supposed to lower your pinion teeth count by 10 to 15%. Was going to opt for a 28 initially, but going to start with a 25 and see how it does on the track. I still plan to mount a fan to the optional carbon fiber fan mount. Now, the stock kit does come with a small bracket here on the side, and your fan would actually mount here to the side. You do have to open up the body just slightly on the one side, but there's perforations in the body for that option. But with the optional carbon fiber fan mount, you actually just mount it to the top here, and you have plenty of options as far as cutouts from the rear of the body, and there's lots of overhead space in the body. Doing a quick weigh-in of my EB410 full ready to run, just minus the fan. That's the only thing I have not included on it. Weighs in at 1,690 grams. The fan's another 6 grams with the hardware. So right there, you're under 1,700 grams ready to run. Well guys, that is my full reveal of the Tekno EB410. I cannot wait to run this thing. I'm actually running it later today over at OCRC. Now, when you guys actually view the video, I would have already ran it. So definitely gonna have some knowledge of how this thing runs. Well guys, that is it for now. If you have any comments or questions, check out the video description. I'll have links to every item that I mentioned in this video down in the video description, so you can check it out, check the specs, check the price. Everything you want to know is down there in the video description. Well guys, that is it for now. Comments, questions down below, and as always, thumbs up and subscribe. That's it for now guys. Over and out.